up guys, Old School Dan here, and in this video we're going to be talking about 3 out of 10 exercises that will build you old school calves. The other 7 I'm going to be revealing in my new course that's coming out pretty soon, super pumped to share that with you. I chose these 3 exercises because I felt like they're going to be the most efficient and versatile when it comes to building old school calves. Again, if I had to choose or even demonstrate all the exercises that I would highly recommend for calves, and I wouldn't want to make it a whole video by itself, I would like to give each exercise sort of the ones I really feel like would be the most valuable to you, give them more depth on just the video itself because it'd be way more valuable. And it's something I don't want to like spread along because I want to make quality content as much as I can, and that's what I've been trying to do, just making as much quality content as I can instead of, because you guys seen the way I was doing like those slideshows of like my of the workouts with like Franco. I just think those are just so poorly made because it's like I literally go to like PowerPoint on Google Docs and I screenshot each one and then I slap it onto iMovie, and I think it's just such lazy work to do, and I don't want to be known for that type of work. I want to be known for quality content that actually helps people and changes their lives, you know, and changes in terms of like fitness. Hope that makes a lot of sense. So with that being said, I'll see you in the demonstration part of the video. So the first exercise that I chose, and this is not in order at all, and I was reading Frank Zane's ebook Calves like a long time ago, right, about like 2 years ago, and he talks about this exercise specifically, the leg press calf raise. He reported that this was a main developer in Reg Park's calves that gave him that sort of heart-shaped look in his calves, or per se diamond-shaped look in his calves. But again, the equipment he was referring to was different from the equipment we have today. I think the equipment back then was so much better. And I'm talking about the leg curl. Maybe the leg curl actually improved a little bit nowadays, but I have a client who purchased a old school leg curl, and he says it's the smoothest machine he's ever used compared to modern gyms. But again, I think the preacher curl back then was even better than this one, the one we have today. I think the preacher curl we have today is absolute trash. The preacher curl they had back then when Scott was around, so much better. And I think the equipment they had back then around was so much better. And this machine specifically is not the same one Frank Zane is referring to in the in his ebook, but I think it's, you know, pretty much kind of close. What I like about the leg press calf raise is that you're able to overload the calves, you know, to, you know, way better than the standing calf raise. And actually Frank Zane, and I think if I'm correct about this, he likes his leg blaster, like we all know about his leg blaster that he sells, right? And instead of putting it on the back, you know, you can do squats. It's basically like doing a front squat. And I think you could do the same thing with the calves as well. And what he likes about his leg blaster is that it doesn't put too much pressure on the spine, whereas when you do standing calf raises, it puts a lot of pressure on the spine. So that's sort of why I chose this. It doesn't. I think it takes a lot of the pressure off the spine, and, you know, just kind of like work the calves a lot better. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this exercise. So with that being said, let's move on to the next one. So the next exercise that I chose, and you may have noticed this sort of a recurring pattern, is that I choose exercises that are well-rounded. Like, it makes sense to work the gastrocnemius and the soleus both, all right? So that makes sense, right? The same thing with like when I talk about, it's kind of like if you ever read A Muscle Has 4 Sides by Vince Strana, where it's like you're sort of attacking the chest from different angles, so that way you hit all the angles, and that's how you reach the best development with that muscle. It's sort of pretty much the same thing with this. That's why I chose each option. Like for shoulders, I chose barbell press, lateral raise, and rear delt flies. Again, hitting I hit the shoulders from all angles. One of them hits all 3 delts, the other one hits the side, and the other one hits the rear. So again, I chose this exercise because it made sense in the well-roundedness part of that. Excuse me. So this one works soleus, it works the width of your calves. I think it's something you can always throw on there, but then again, I've seen so many routines like by Reg Park and Reeves and a bunch of old school bodybuilding guys, the guys from the 40s. This exercise wasn't, you know, often seen in there, but I think maybe because the machine wasn't developed. But again, a lot of the guys, they did a lot of standing calf raises. It's always standing calf raises usually. And, you know, I think it was a little bit rare for me to see, you know, someone doing like a seated calf raise. Again, I think the technology probably wasn't invented, but then again, you could always prop a dumbbell on your knees and do seated calf raises just like that, which I'm pretty sure they did too. Not 100% sure about that, I'll be honest with you. 100% transparency there. So yeah, with that being said, I move on to the next and final movement. So I told you at the beginning of the video that I chose exercises that would be very versatile, and again, I did. And these are exercises that they're versatile because these are exercises you will most likely find in your own gym. Even if a gym has low equipment, like you go to a gym, and I had a client named George who we went to a gym, and I can't remember where it was, but it's in, you know, the United Kingdom. It might have been in England, I can't remember. But his gym doesn't have like a standing calf raise machine, right? So this is where the leg press calf raises come in, and that's versatile. You know, you have a machine, you start thinking outside the box. How do I work the calves? Leg press, easy, 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 and it's still an old school exercise because, you know, some an old school bodybuilder like Reg Park did it. So I believe, you know, if a bodybuilder did an, you know, old school exercise back then, therefore it still makes it old school. So yeah, you know, you got the leg press calf raise and the seated calf raise. Sometimes people may not have it in their gym, but again, you could always take dumbbells like some of the old school guys did and prop it up on your knees and do, you know, seated calf raises just like that. But the king of them all, the prominent calf developer that everybody claims back in the day, like even Rick Drazen talks about this in his videos too, is the donkey calf raise. Was like the king of, you know, of you know, getting great calf development. And this is something even Scott talks about it in his book Loaded Guns, that the just the position that you have with the donkey calf raise makes it a superior movement for calves. You should check out his book. It's great. It's called Loaded Guns, and I think mine's called Loaded Guns Reloaded, so it might be like a newer version or not. But yeah, he talks about that as well. But then again, all the old school guys, you know, Franco, John, you see John. There's a picture of John on Scott's back when Scott is doing donkey calf raises, and then you've seen tons of old school bodybuilders, you know, Reeves, Park, Arnold, Franco, all these guys. You know, this is a main calf developer back then. Not a lot of people do this as well because, again, not many of us have a machine, you know, the donkey calf raise machine. In our gyms, I don't, for sure I don't, so I have to make use of this. I take a weight belt and I strap it around my waist, and I go over a platform where I can go up and down, and I hold into the sides, and I literally just bend over and do, you know, donkey calf raises, which is pretty easy to do. Anybody can do it. You can buy a weight belt that you would use, maybe you would strap on weight when you want to do weighted pull-ups or something like that. And I think it's, you know, I think this is a very creative, and I'm glad that I put this in here because it's a very creative idea for when people want to make the excuse that, oh, you know, I can't train calves, I don't have a standing calf raise machine. No. I've just demonstrated old school exercises here for that are very versatile and creative, that you could still train the calves and, you know, get those old school calves per se with these exercises, right? Anybody can do this. You can buy a weight belt off of Amazon for like what, 10, 20 bucks. Strap on some weight. Find a platform in your gym somewhere. I'm pretty sure you can find a platform. Go off the incline bench. The incline bench usually has a platform that's raised up where someone can spot you, and you can do it right off there. Easy, absolutely easy, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm old school Dan. I'm gone. Peace.